You're in the right place. Grab your surfboard, the water is ready, and let's dive in.
Hello, stargazers. Sanja Rose here, your true sky astrologer and sacred brand alchemist. This is my February 2024 recap of the month's energies. It was a big month. It was the start of a new Chinese calendar, Year of the Dragon. It was a very profound time for our leadership. We had the Leo full moon during this month. So, if you really want to recap and synthesize and understand what this natural month of the year in the Gregorian calendar that was 29 days long, the same length as a true moon cycle, really meant for you, then listen to this summary. If you'd like to learn more about your own true astrology chart, how it can support you in your life, in your leadership, and in your sacred business, then book in a reading with me. The link is below. I just opened up some more space in April. Otherwise, you have to wait until the end of May. And also, if you want to deepen into your own alchemy with this system, with the true sky, learn to read the sky and deepen into your own cosmic self embodiment and yourself as a reader and as an artist of the cosmos, then join my Cosmic Arts training. The link is below for that as well. Enjoy February 2024 and let me know what you got from that month. So we start February off with Imbolc, and this is one of our sacred fire festivals, which is the point between equinox and solstice. So it still is, solstice season. We're still getting more and more light based on if we're in the winter, and in the northern hemisphere, or we're getting more and more darkness if we're in the summer and if we're in the southern hemisphere. And then Imbolc is that point in between. So it starts to herald that coming of spring for those of us in the winter. It starts to herald that coming of autumn, that swift change of seasons that occurs. And this is one of Bridget's beautiful crosses that are made as a healing symbol and used in various rituals. And many people make their own crosses like this on Imbolc. So let me know what you're doing to celebrate Imbolc, how it is that you honor that sacred holiday. I would love to know. The next day, of course, is Groundhog Day. And I just watched that movie for the first time this year, which was really interesting. It really teaches us what we can learn from having the same opportunity presented to us again and again, right? Every time that we have a pattern repeat, we actually have an opportunity to learn. So Groundhog Day is, of course, when the groundhog sees their shadow. There's 6 more weeks of spring. Of winter. So we'll see what we have in store for us. It's been a fairly mild winter and then very, very cold the last few weeks here where I live in Calgary, Alberta, near the mountains. So it's been quite cold. But the second is also the last quarter moon. I'm just going to blow my nose. So just give me a moment. So the last quarter moon is a very powerful time to fully release what it is that this full moon that I'm about to speak about really brought on and brought forward and illuminated for you. So tomorrow's full moon, I'm recording this on the 24th of January, is going to be a powerful shedding and release cycle as all full moons are. And this particular full moon is going to be really powerful in us releasing how we haven't been nurturing ourselves or our clients in our business in the highest capacity that we can. So it's going to be a very illuminating time, and it's going to be also a time of deep compassion for ourselves. So whatever we find out during that time, and I'm going to be speaking to those energies in a minute after I do this February reading. This last quarter moon is the last kind of remnants of really releasing and removing all of that stagnant energy. It's kind of the last clearing out of the cupboards before you move out and getting all those crumbs out. So it's picking at those very last details of what else is there to be released. And then you release that over the week. And over that first week of February, we have a lot of action going on. So we have Pluto and Mercury meeting in the Sagittarius and Capricorn cusp. So currently Pluto is right in the cusp between Sagittarius and Capricorn, and Mercury is going to be meeting it there. So when we have a Pluto and Mercury conjunction, it's a really, really powerful time to allow our minds to be transformed, to allow the way that we think, the way that we communicate, the way that we think about ourselves to be very deeply transformed. And since it is in this cuspy region, in this space and void between two signs, it's like living in between two elemental states, right? Recognizing that the way that we used to think about ourselves and our businesses won't work anymore in order for us to become the people that we need to become, the leaders that we need to become in order to serve the way that we need to. So there's this massive alignment moment happening for us on the 5th. And then on the 6th, Mercury goes fully into Capricorn. So once Mercury is in Capricorn, that's when we get to deepen our communication, right? Right now, with Mercury and Sagittarius, we're very expansive. We have new ideas. We have all of these opportunities and these fun, beautiful, expansive ways of thinking available to us, right? Deeper truths that are being revealed. And when Mercury goes into Capricorn, we solidify those truths into the contracts that we will abide by moving forward. We have new standards. We have new minimum criteria for what we will create, for what we will receive, for the boundaries that we will have. And it's very powerful how solid our thinking becomes and how steady we become, how grounded we become in the way that we communicate. So this is a really great time to create new structures in terms of your own content, in terms of your own marketing, in terms of the way that you serve your clients, maybe a new email format where you send out something every single week, or you have nurturing campaigns for your clients, or something that really gives them that solid level of support. But right now, in the during the Sagittarius Mercury energy, you're kind of expanding and thinking about what all of that could be. And once Mercury goes into Capricorn, you're going to want to lock it in and make it into reality. Okay. So that is Mercury and Capricorn energy, really, really exciting. And then on the 9th of February, we have the Capricorn new moon. So again, this is all based on the visible sky. You can open any astronomy app to see that the moon will be in Capricorn at 3:58 p.m. on February 9th. And the Capricorn new moon is a powerful time to set intentions for everything that you want to create in your business, the legacy that you want to leave, the new level of respect and commitment that you want to command for yourself and in your business, right? Setting those. Sagittarius new moon was all about like your deepest vision realized, your most expansive, most visionary, most etheric, most profound vision being like, this is what I want to create. And then Capricorn is like, I'm going to make it happen. These are the new rules. This is how I'm going to be disciplined and show up for myself. It's very much this masculine grounding to that expansive, feminine, fiery energy of Sagittarius. So have a lot of fun planting seeds and creating intentions for what it is that you want to create for the rest of the year. And this really is a new year, a new lunar cycle, as in the Chinese calendar, when the Capricorn new moon comes about is when they celebrate the Chinese New Year. And this is the year of the dragon. So very, very powerful dragon energy. We haven't had dragon energy in the cycle since 12 years ago. And so when you think about the dragon and the earth protector, the dragon is actually what represents Capricorn. It is an earth protector. It is an earth grid healer and someone who is here to guide us into deeper connection to the earth, into deeper protection of the earth and also ourselves. So what will be alchemized? What will be shielded? What will be created? What will be transformed? What dragon codes will you activate during this next year of the Chinese New Year? So it's a really powerful time to set new intentions of what it is that you want to create from that beautiful dragon alchemical mythological energy during this time. And then the very next day, we have a powerful cosmic alignment, which is the Chiron and the North Node are meeting in Pisces. And they will be really close together for a while, but this was just the day that I saw they were right over top of each other. So Chiron and the North Node is really this moment when we recognize how our collective wounds, everything that we've gone through collectively as humanity, as society, as people on the earth, as animals, as beings on the earth, with other animals, with other flora, with fauna, with water, with rocks, with all of the elements. how it is that we are here to live a destiny out that is going to be of service to greater humanity, how it is that we're going to deeply serve the world. And there's going to be this clarity around how your wounds have really become your gifts, how your pain has become your purpose. And there's this deeper integration, really, when we think of that dragon fire, that alchemical fire, there's going to be this integration of what you really have to share moving forward. So this is going to be a really powerful day on February 11th, where the North Node meets Chiron in Pisces. Really deep compassion for yourself, really deep self-love, really deep understanding of how it is that we're all move forward to create a better world through the collective wounds that we have had. And we can have compassion for every single human being on this planet, regardless of their role in creating those wounds or helping others move through them. So really, really powerful expansion there. Next, on the 13th, we have Mars meeting Pluto in the Sagittarius and Capricorn cusp. So Mars and Pluto meeting is a really fiery combination. Mars and Pluto are the traditional rulers of Scorpio. So this is a really powerful time to have the actions that you take become transformed, right? To decide that you're going to do things differently if you haven't been right? This is a new year. This is a new cycle. This is a new lunar cycle. Every single lunar cycle is like a new year. It's like a new day. Every day really is, but I like to think of it in terms of the cycles of the cosmos and the moon. They're very natural. It's how things grow in the earth. And so when Mars meets Pluto in this cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn, it's such a powerful time for us to anchor into which actions we are going to take that will help us rebirth, that will help us expand, that will help us become the leaders we are here to be, the leaders that we need to be for our generation. It's going to be really, really powerful. It's going to be really clear to you what actions you need to take. And that might be to take a vacation. That might be to start that workout regime. That might be to start that new eating regime, to hire a nutritionist like Dana, to work with new healers, to do the work that you need to do in order to become who you need to be, right? You're going to be willing to take the action. You're going to be willing to be more disciplined. And it's going to be really powerful what it's going to do for your business and the people that you serve. And this is also Mardi Gras, which is a really beautiful festival in New Orleans. And it's just a really beautiful time to celebrate culture and to celebrate how different people honor different festivals and how they celebrate. And so look into Mardi Gras and some of its traditions. Let me know if you're going to be celebrating it. Again, it might be the action that you need to take is to have more fun, is to go to a party, is to have a vacation. So tune into what that looks like for you. Just one moment, gonna have some water. And the next day is Valentine's Day. So again, this big commercial love holiday to celebrate love, coupling, romance in the world. And of course, there's also Galentine's Day for those of you that want to celebrate with your sisters. So really beautiful day just to celebrate love and to really celebrate the love that you have for your clients and how it is that you're going to be supporting them. So just consider sending them a fun message today or doing some fun piece of content or something to really show your love. And it really is a day to celebrate love. So honor the beauty that love and connecting to your clients with such a loving way has. And this is also Ash Wednesday, one of the core Christian holidays and Catholic holidays. So honoring this time for those of you that honor it and celebrate it, and also looking into its history and what it represents will be really powerful as well. Then on the next day, on the 15th of February, midway through the month, we have Mars entering Capricorn. So we had Mars meet Pluto, and then it's entering Capricorn. So this is going to be, again, a really powerful time where already Mercury is in Capricorn, the way that we're thinking, the way that we're communicating, but now our actions, now all of our passion, now all of our energy is in this Capricornian space. And so we're willing to do what we've never done before. We're willing to deeply expand in ways that we never have before. And we're going to take the actions to create the business that we need to have. And so this might be creating a whole new marketing plan and sticking to it, or hiring experts to do your marketing for you, like myself. This might be really deeply committing to new disciplines, new practices that are going to serve you in supporting your clients more and achieving your mission on a deeper level. You might be committing to a deeper vision and a deeper goal of creating a retreat center, or creating a farm, or creating somewhere where people can gather or join or grow food or grow herbs or do all of the above, and actually making it happen, putting deep action into process, right? And committing to that mountain that you will climb. So this is a very activating time for our most aligned actions and to be very, very ignited by the action that we take forward. Then we have the first quarter moon on the 16th. So this is really looking at what have we created so far in this first week of the Chinese New Year, in the first week of the Capricorn new moon and it's the last day of Capricorn season. So what did we really create during Capricorn season? What did we solidify? What did we say that we wanted to do? What is moving forward within us during this Capricorn time? This is a beautiful day to reflect on that and to see what maybe you might need to tweak or refine in order to further your journey and your goals along. Then the next day is Aquarius season beginning. So the 17th is when the stars are no longer in Capricorn. There's like a period where it's a Capricorn and Aquarius cusp. I didn't include that here because there's so much else going on over here. But during this period, there is a cusp between Sagittarius and Capricorn, but the stars are still in Capricorn. So I consider it Capricorn season. But on the 17th is when it's fully Aquarius season. So this is a powerful time to notice the shifts energetically and in your body and in what it is that you want to do and how it is that you want to express yourself. It's a really, really powerful time for you to channel your uniqueness, your individuality, and share who you truly are, right? Really deeply be willing to be that quirky, unique self online and in the world and in the events that you serve, and let yourself be seen for your uniqueness. This might also include just like buying new items of clothing to dress with or take a photo shoot with, so that you really fully feel like you are you expressed, your individuality is seen, and people can know and see who you are. Like for me today, I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts. It's teal. I love mermaids. I love the ocean. I love the sea. I was born near the seaside in Croatia. That's where I'm from. And so I wanted to do that to express myself. So even like little things in terms of what you wear and what you choose to adorn your body with is an expression of who you are. So let yourself have a glow up and really expand your thinking around how you want to be a philanthropic leader in the world and how you really want to express your unique gifts, because no one else is you. This is also the same day when Venus and Pluto are meeting in the sky. So far we've had Mercury and Mars meet Pluto. Next up is Venus. So this is a really powerful transformational time for you to get really connected to what do you really care about deep, deep down at the heart of it all. What are you really here to do? What is your deepest mission? And what is it requiring of you in order to transform? This might also be a moment where your relationships, your romantic relationship, but also your business relationships and your partnerships and your client relationships are really going to be required to transform and to deepen, so that you can have a deeper sense of possibility and a deeper sense of being able to create and serve people like never before. So it's going to be really profound what this shifts in terms of your relationships and your partnerships. And it's going to be for the better. It's for the expansive purposes, but it's going to be transformation. It's going to be looking like it never looked before. That's what Pluto really does, is it fully transforms something into a whole different state, into a whole different experience. And the next day, Venus is going into Capricorn. So this is a really powerful time to be like, okay, maybe I've been working with some clients, or I've been kind of working with some business partners for a little while, but now it's time to really make our relationship more serious, make something more solid, work with them in a reoccurring monthly revenue model, work with them in a longer term model, work with them in a really solidified, conscious, solid way, right? Have these new contracts, have these new agreements to how it is that you want to work and how it is that you want to share your love and express your love for your work and the work that you do in the world. It's really, really powerful moments. You might even be considering making deep commitments in your love life, in your partnerships, getting married or something like that. This is what Venus in Capricorn and Venus moving next to Pluto can really indicate for you. Okay, so next we have Mercury on the 21st of February moving into Aquarius. So Mercury in Aquarius moving out of Capricorn is, again, our mind is going to be so expanded and so awakened by our higher consciousness, by deeper levels of streaming in cosmic and galactic information and information from our higher realms, from other dimensions, from higher dimensions. And we're really going to be living it and actualizing it in our spoken word, in the way that we communicate, in the way that we do our work. So we're going to have this like mental expansiveness that's going to be happening during Aquarius season. And it really starts with our mind. It starts with the way we think. It starts with the way that we communicate. So again, this might be a moment to do a podcast or to do a story or excuse me, one moment. Or to do a really powerful expression of who it is that you are now and what it is that you have to say that maybe you've never been willing to share before because you thought it was too out there. You thought it was too weird. Maybe you thought it would be too triggering or people wouldn't be able to handle it. Aquarius and Mercury is a powerful time to be fully expressed. Just go there, be willing to share the weird, the wild, the wonderful. So see what comes up for you, and especially see how it can further serve your people for you to be that level of authentic, that level of honest, that level of truthful, that level of willing to expand yourself. Okay. Next, coming up, all of this initiation has been leading up to the true Leo full moon. Tomorrow's full moon is not a Leo full moon. It is in Cancer. Western astrology is almost an entire it's usually one sign off from the reality of what's in the visible sky. So it's giving us this kind of warped future projection of what's happening. The true Leo full moon is going to be on February 24th, 2024 at 5:30 a.m. And it's going to be a really powerful time to have our leadership ignited. This is 2 weeks after the dragon year begins and the Capricorn new moon was. And so really letting yourself become so activated as a leader. Who am I stepping into? Who am I becoming? What does 6-figure mean? What does 7-figure mean? What does homestead owner me? What does mother me? What does all of this new roles that you're taking on? What does that look like? And what does that need? And what does that require? And how am I going to show up? And how am I going to let myself shine and really step into my power? So it's a power initiation, and it's a deeply illuminating time around your own leadership and what's next for you. And this whole month has been really leading up to it. It's been a culmination point to it. So revel in it, enjoy it, and let yourself expand. And then the biggest moment of the whole year is going to happen on February 26th, with Pluto finally moving into Capricorn. Many people are saying that Pluto just moved into Aquarius. This is incorrect. Pluto will not be in Aquarius until 2040, and it's really not going to be fully in Aquarius until 2041. So that's quite a ways away. That's almost 20 years away from now. Pluto is just entering Capricorn. It's currently in the cusp, like I was mentioning, but on the 26th of February, it will enter Capricorn, and it will be a reckoning. It will be a rebirth. It will be a deep transformational time for all of our systems of power, for our systems of government, our systems of schooling, all the systems, all the structures that we know will be transformed, and they will be reformed, and they will be reconstituted into a true divine blueprint. And as this happens over the next, what is that, like 17 years until 2040, 2041, it'll be really, really powerful to allow ourselves to witness the transformation that we came here for, that we're a part of. And notice how your business is going to be a part of this transformation, a part of this new system. And it's not necessarily all a new system. It's a reformation of the systems of old and an innovation, a recreation, a rebirth of what worked and what didn't. And then we're moving what worked and what's positive for humanity and what propels things forward and what's good for the earth and what's good for us into a really powerful time. Pluto will, of course, go into retrograde and go back into this cuspy region. So it's going to stay really at the beginning of Capricorn for a couple of years. It's not going to be fully into Capricorn, into the body, and for another couple of years because Pluto moves so slowly. So we're going to have lots of time to integrate and move into this, but we're going to feel it. This is why we're having this massive leadership initiation 2 days before is because our leadership is going to, different things are going to be required of us as the world changes, as the world transforms, as old systems transform and crumble away and are rebuilt anew, like something after a forest fire, right? The forest fire is regenerative and it creates new, but it can't be using all of the old archaic systems anymore. And so this is really profound and really powerful, and we are just getting started with this energy. So please let me know what you're feeling, what you're sensing as we move into this. I'm going to talk about it more inside of my cosmic arts training. I'm going to do a special reading specifically for that day and for the transits that will be happening with Pluto and Capricorn inside of my cosmic arts training. If you'd like to learn more about how to read the true sky and human design in the way that I do, then join me inside of that container. And then lastly, the 29th of February, it only happens once every 4 years. The last leap year day was in 2020. Can we believe that it's already been 4 years since 2020? Leap year day is the very last day of February 29th. So enjoy this extra day in the Gregorian calendar. Really honor the fact that we don't honor the sun cycles, the earth cycles in our regular calendar. So this is like a regular moon month. Usually it takes the moon 29 days to fully rotate around and go from new to full. So enjoy this real moon month and this new lunar calendar and this time on Earth that is deeply transformational with Pluto going into Capricorn. Okay, so that is the February reading.